I've been rewatching the clip of you first landing the 900 at the, the 99X games. It's such an epic moment, man. Every time I watch it, it really is hair raising. It's like, it's so awesome to see you do that. I have to ask, like, what was it like after you, like, what was it like the next morning when you wake up after doing this trick that you've been trying on and off for a decade, right? Nobody's ever done it before. You finally do it. How'd you feel the next day when you woke up?
I was content.
Yeah.
I was relieved.
Yeah.
I was sore. But I was really just more like, oh, I'm so glad I got that done. I had no idea that it would resonate, that anyone saw it beyond the sort of core X Games viewers or even my peers. I mean, honestly, I knew that I had gone beyond the expired time for the competition. That was obvious. And that didn't matter to me. I didn't think that they were going to air it because I knew how those contests work. They run it during whatever slot they have for the airtime. Yeah. And this only goes 20 minutes and then we're on to, the new episode of Scrubs. Like that's it. Yeah. And then I didn't know that they had just extended the broadcast and they kept it going in real time. So then when you asked me about that next morning, I was like, that was amazing. I did 100, but it was after time, didn't really count. Like, yeah, it's just something I wanted to do for a long time. I mean, by comparison, when I did the first 720, it was in 1985. It was on a ramp on the outskirts of Stockholm, Sweden. Okay. And there were 2 people watching me. Wow. It didn't matter at all. Right. You know what I mean? It mattered to me. Of course. I thought it was cool. I did 2 spins in the air. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. So to have it be 14 years later, it's just an extra half spin. Who cares? That was my initial thought. Yeah. Wow. And then I didn't realize, I guess I didn't realize what a big deal it was in terms of viewers and such until I left the hotel that morning and went back to the venue, to the X Games, because the X Games were still happening. The street event was happening the next day. Okay. And then people just kept approaching me. Damn. I was like, what is going on? This is weird. And then I would go to the airport and people were like, dude, 900. I was like, how do you even know what a 900 is? Right. It was a strange tipping point. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I felt it because I think I was in 4th grade. And it was somewhere between when you landed the 900 and then the video game came out like a few months later, right? A few months later, yeah. I mean, we were done with it at that point. Wow. And I think the funny thing about that is I remember emailing the president of Neversoft the next day and I said, hey, I made a 900 last night. We might want to consider figuring out how to put that in the game because people are going to expect it. Yeah. I mean, it was June and then the game's coming out in September. Right. And he's like, well, he didn't say this, but I knew that we had already submitted the beta version. Mm-hmm. So I thought, I don't know if we can fix it now or change it. Yeah. And he emailed me back right away and he's like, we're already on it. You fucking rule.